do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet.
Coach, it's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news at Paul Brown Stadium. That's where we're at here in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Go.
Now Wilson on first down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the posts.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Sam off.
Now it's Mixon running right. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down. Hey, Charlie. Check. 3 down. Hit it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rhodes. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 1st down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man, Hilton. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
sick as the mic. They gonna need some therapy after this. He's coming. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. He's coming, double up.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Steps away. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And the catch made by Hilton. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken short. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's go. 8, read. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Rhodes. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. It's a pickup of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Go now. 18 Gator. You can't block me. Hey, Alpha. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Not here. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
To throw on second down. Rhodes. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Check 43. Six, pull it high. Snap.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check safety. Tempo. Check.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check right.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. A bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rhodes. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. No chance. Watch the 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Go, go, go. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Rhodes. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
I'm going to run you over. Go. And Mike, 5.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
56. Hey, 0-0-0. Got it. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? I don't even know why this team showed up. Tight dog. Hey, Mike's 50. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
To throw on 2nd down. Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. It's 90 Wolf. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Bravo. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, Mike 50, Mike. Hey, wahoo! Ready?
From the gun, Rhodes. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Results in a 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
General West. Spot A. High 7. Defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Rhodes. Room here to run. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Check, 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 check.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Protein spill. Let's get it. Hey, Haywood. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike, check, check. 59, 59. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
To throw on second down. Rhodes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Throwing on third and long. Rhodes. Open man is Galladay, complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll wind up getting 8, but it's not enough. Fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillandale as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken in at the 22. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wilson operating from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, exit. Go. What's the run? They're running it. Get it.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Let's go.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 33-yard line.
Come on.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Let's go.
Throwing after the interception. Rhodes. And he slings one that's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual
I know.
for you.
My bad.
Normally you run
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike's 59. Mike's 50.
Operating from the gun. Rhodes under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Shift. Blue draw Corkers. Smooth. Check. Mike 50. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the gun, Rhodes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, echo. Deep breath.
Looking to throw. Rhodes. That one taken in by the former Bruin, Jordan Lastly. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
64, weak. Check 3. Safe. Now.
Back to throw. Rose under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, team 6. Mike 50. Coming, baby. I'm coming.
On 4th down. Rhodes got a man. It's Ross, complete. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. 61, matchbox lights. 50 to Mark.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
218, chop. Hey, 2.
at the 16-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Rhodes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Get in the weight room. 50 guys, 4 down. Good job right there. You better bring it. Check 31.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And a throw right sideline is complete. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Wilson now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide. Switch. Watch the ship.
Now Wilson steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting,
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
He's coming. We got double up. Gun. Motion backfield. 57.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun to give to Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
80 weapon. Line 36. Line 36. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hit it.
Looking to throw. Rhodes. And he's taken down here by the Saints. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his third.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A fourth quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. The Raiders have widened their lead even further. If they could win that game, it would mean win number 11 for them on the season. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now it's Wilson. But he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
14.
Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. John Johnson with the INT. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. 1 play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. He's going to sling this deep, and now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Let's go now. 15 on the base. Drop deep, drop deep.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Slam, slam, slam. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, watch your leg. Yo, go, go. Motion, reset, reset, reset. Mike 50. Go.
2nd and 6. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Greystone, travel. Bravo. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant. Mike 50, Mike 50. I hope you brought your left, because I'm about to... Hey, Wahoo. 50's the Mike. Hey. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey. High 7. Now.
Back to throw. Rhodes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
What? 315. I know he ain't got it. Watch twist. Watch twist. Showing it. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, 0.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson being chased out left. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's now second and
10.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Alert.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how